Hi, I'm Chris Reisdorf, and I'm a member of the Racine Cemetery Commission. And as you may know, we have a controversy brewing over this particular site. And it was decided at the last City Council meeting that the area could be tested to see whether it was actually an Indian burial ground, and that would either allow or disallow a family to have this space as grave space. So we are waiting for that to happen. However, in the meantime, I've talked with a member of the Wisconsin Historical Society and was informed that whether an anomaly in the substrate or the subsoil was found or not was not necessarily indicative of whether or not this was a burial site. So in short, no matter what they find, positive or negative, we have a situation where it could be disproved one way or the other. So with that in mind, I guess the feeling of the commission is that there really is no need to have this area analyzed. Instead, we're taking the position, which we have always taken, that the area was never platted to be grave space, just as the other mounds around the cemetery, and that's why, of course, we call it Mound Cemetery, because the Indian burial mounds were never platted and never designed to be burial space. So there is room in Mound Cemetery, and we believe that this family should choose to have their family plots some other place than this spot. In our hearts, we do think this was an Indian burial mound, but as we've been told, there is not a particular way to prove or disprove that. I also found out in the meantime that the Indian burial mounds are not protected under federal law, which is a real shame. I just assumed that we would not be disturbing what they consider to be sacred ground. It also turns out that the fact that there were burials here, this is can be dated back, I guess, 700 years. Just the fact that maybe there were graves on top of graves certainly does not give us license to continue to knowingly do such a thing. So we do have platted space available, and we think that if we don't preserve and protect our past, then we as a people have no future. And so I ask you to think this over carefully and to make your voice heard so that your children and your children's children will have continue to have a cemetery here that's been protected and the interests of all the citizens at heart. So I suggest that you either contact the Meredith family and ask them to drop this request, or else that you contact the local paper or get online and make your voice heard. It's very important.